this now. 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Here we go.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety.
And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
11 yards there, first down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now Wilson running left on the option, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line. Go.
Now Wilson running left on the option. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Past the 20. And he's got Lockett. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Well, partner, Thanksgiving in the rearview mirror, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, all gone. And now if you look at the top 4 seeds right now as we hit, is it the quarter pole or the 3/4 pole?
It is the quarter pole, and we get to thank our NFL report. Also has a great background in the sport of kings for letting us know that's one of the most misused terms in that sport. It is the quarter pole, right? Where are they headed for the home stretch is what he also said about it. I can't wait to see how this thing ends.
Well, we got New England and Baltimore, the top 2 seeds in the AFC, Seattle and New Orleans in the NFC. You think it stays that way at the end?
I think it's going to be a heck of a battle. I think Baltimore, yes. New England's going to get a battle from Buffalo, but I think they're going to stay in the spot. Seattle, they're going to battle San Francisco. They're just going to trade it back and forth, and it's going to come down to Week 17, I believe, to decide that one. And New Orleans, yes, they will retain a top 2 spot.
Here we go, set, 15, 1.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Tyler Lockett, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Ready.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Break.
Here's McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On the ground, McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Panther first down. McCaffrey. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This is McCaffrey. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Wilson running left on the option. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Oh, that's true. You've said that before. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 65 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Wilson running left on the option. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Lockett. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's look at some of the big games week 13. So these are ones that our crew probably think of the biggest 4. Let's rank them 1 to 4 as far as how big they are and what they mean. Baltimore at Buffalo, San Fran at New Orleans, KC at New England, Seattle at the Rams. How would you rank those? What do you think?
Well, this is going to sound self-serving since I'm working San Francisco and New Orleans, but to me that's the #1 game because the #1 seed in the NFC will be determined that week.
There he goes right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Now the Panthers once again will line up to go for 2. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now. A gain of 32 that time.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson running left on the option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. 1st down Seahawks. Now Wilson running left on the option. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now Wilson running left on the option. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
It certainly wasn't one of the more conventional plays ever run, but it gained a 1st down, and they got the ball in the hands of a playmaker.
They'll try to run with Carson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The 1st down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too, because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 69 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Seahawks take over
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They go read option with Wilson. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that. Time.
By the wide receiver. He's brought down by Shaq Thompson. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
Now Wilson running left on the option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's been a long day for you.
Wilson. It's caught. Rocket. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again, and he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up second down.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Now watch 1.
This is Carson. And an alley to run. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And now they have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Now he's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Let's go, defense.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs.
30 base. 64.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
You ain't going nowhere.
McCaffrey on the toss right. Again he finds an opener. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 54 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that back? It's time to find out. Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Wilson. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing now is Wilson. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah.